Hello farmers, welcome back to No Man's Land. Just finishing up spreading fertilizer in this field here that Frank was taking the stones out in last episode. Frank has now moved on over to the next field over, but we're in the McCormick. Now I use the Amazon fertilizer spreader to put fertilizer down because the next step is the lime production. Well, not lime production, but spreading some lime down, prepping the field for next season. And I do believe next season I finally came to the conclusion to myself, I think next year we're going to go with cotton once again. Because this year we did cereal crop in the field. So I think next year we'll just go right back to cotton. Yes, it's a big expense for the, the cotton module harvester. But we don't have all the expense of putting down the production buildings. I will have to lease a planter. Unless I have one by then. But I don't think so, the way the money's going to be. And by the end of this episode, we're going to be pretty much broke. And you'll see why after we get done. But I want to get lime spread down in this field. And that only leaves the two grass fields left to go ahead and put lime down, at least the ones that need lime. But this field is going to be more important. So let's go ahead and get started on this. And then after we get done with this, we're going to be taking the McCormick over to the cow barn. And we're going to cut the grass up, put it into swaths. And we're going to pick that grass up and put it into a silo bunker to make silage. And we're actually going to be putting down another silo bunker over by the cow barn. Not the one I want initially there, but I gotta put down the only one I can afford. It's the same one that we got over by the sheep. So a small silo bunker. We'll just put one down. It's going to cost me 25 grand, and that's what's going to put us not quite bankrupt, but pretty much just leave enough cash to pay Frank to keep on picking up the stones, basically. But my plan is, because we got plenty of hay, so I don't want to just leave the grass there and not use it, because that would be kind of foolish. So let's go ahead and cut it, and then I can go ahead and sell silage. And we know that grass field over there, which I'm going to sell the silage and make silage into as well in October. I think that'll be right in October, maybe November. So we'll be selling a lot of silage. And I think when I sell the silage over there, depending on the price, I can get maybe like 30 some odd $1,000. And I think the other grass field's going to be bigger, so I might get like 40 grand from that. So you start adding up just by cutting grass and selling silage in the next month and a half, 2 months. We'll probably get around 70 grand for all the silage that we got. Now I can't sell all the silage because we need it for the cows. So got to make sure we keep some around. I think if I keep like 40,000 liters of silage, that should be more than enough until next season. Maybe I don't want to go that far. But we can always feed the cows some hay, and because the hay doesn't seem like it drops their production too much. Not too sure about that, but it says 100% production when we just gave them some hay. So yeah, but I like to go ahead and keep on giving TMR if we can. So once we get done spreading the lime down this field, I think I got enough. I still got some more lime left in the lime production / stone crusher. Not a whole lot. So if I can get this field done, then this field is set to go next season. And we don't have to worry about weeds. We don't have to worry about, well, fertilizer. The second stage we put in when we do the planting. So that will be good to go then. So, yeah, cotton next year is what I plan on doing. I would like to go with a different crop, but like I said, I want to plant crop down that I can put into production buildings. So I would like to go with sunflower or canola just to change it on up. But then I would just have the crop and now I would sell it. Probably right away because we probably get too much yield in the fields, and our silo will only hold 200,000 liters in total. And I think right now we got about 50,000 liters of wheat in there for the chickens. So, yeah, it's something I have to sell right away. And besides, that's what we're doing with all the product. We're making product to put into production buildings. That's the whole purpose to have, at least that's what I'm trying to do here anyways. So, that is the plan for today. Hopefully Frank finishes up. He just really just started in that field over there. So he might be going for a little bit longer. And then, of course, the last field, way down by milling it over, our grain mill. That shouldn't take them too long to do that field at all. So I just got to keep in mind, so it's going to be about 26,000 probably for the silo bunker, which leaves me about 3 grand. That's getting to be kind of tight because Frank's wage salaries, and if I start going over hourly rates on the least products that I have, then that's additional fees there also. That does remind me though, I got the baling trailer. I need to return that because I'm not going to use that now since I'm not making hay bales. So I need to go ahead and sell that. If I do need cash, not much of a worry I got furniture, and furniture is still going for a decent price. Still going for just at 2,000. And I got, let's see, I got 5, 6. I got about 9,000 liters of furniture. So I could get 18 grand from selling furniture. So I'm not too worried about getting too low on the cash. If I need to, I'll sell furniture. But if I don't have to, I don't want to. Now the question is, do I have enough lime to finish this field today? I hope so. But we'll find out here very, very shortly. Like I said, I got a little bit of lime left in the crusher currently. It's still making some lime, so I'll use all the lime that we got until we get the field done. Or if we don't get the field done, then it's got to wait a little bit longer because I do got a good amount of stone in there because Frank has been, he's been crushing it in a way. So I'm going to continue here spreading some lime down. I'll see when I'm either out of lime or getting the field done, and then we'll go over and cut some grass. Well, so far I haven't had to go back and top off with any lime, and I'm wondering, can I get the field done without having to? That'd be really good. And I think I'm going to go ahead and... Okay, we're out. So I'll have to go top off. I think we're going to go ahead and sell some furniture just because... yeah, we're below 28,000. I think that silo bunker that we want to put down, the original cost is 25, but then of course we have some landscaping fees, I'm sure. And that's not going to leave me enough money because we got to make sure the production buildings keep on rolling. Frank wants to get paid. And I'm pretty sure with the leasing fees I got going on, something's going to go over the hourly rate. And then I'll be in the negative, which I kind of am already, because we still owe $100,000 to the bank. Is it still $100,000? I might be getting mixed up with the farms. I kind of forgot how much I owe at this point because it's been a while since I paid anything off on that. We need to open this on up. And might as well top this off of what we got. I think it was like 7,000. Yeah, 7,000. How many more rocks do I got ready to be processed? Alright, so I still got 12,000 liters to be processed. But this is enough to get this field done. And any lime left over, I can go ahead and get done into the grass field later on. I did lease this today, so it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. So maybe in the afternoon hours, I'll get the other grass field limed. That one there, not too concerned about it. But that field there next year will be cotton like all the other fields here. Going to go all in on the cotton. Let's go ahead and finish spreading the lime on this field here. And then, yeah, we'll grab the furniture, we go sell it. Because $2,000 per 1,000 still isn't that bad. And might as well go ahead and sell it all. I thought about maybe just selling a pallet or two. But now I'm just going to go ahead and sell it all so we can get some cash in. Just in case I need the money. Well, let's face it, I do need the money, but let's just hope it's enough to keep up with the fees of the production buildings and everything. It should be for at least a couple days. And at least until the silage price goes up. You might be saying, well, go sell the silage. It's in the silo bunker. Right now, the silage is only selling for $150, so I want to wait until the price goes up a little bit. So the closer we get to December, the better. But then again, I will sell it before that field's ready for harvesting anyways. Alright, so the lime spreader we're done with for now. So I'm going to go ahead and drop this off next to our fertilizer spreader. Doing a lot of spreading here in the month of September. A lot of spreading on the wheat fields, the chicken fields, and now our future cotton field. Yeah, the mower is out because the fertilizer spreader was behind the mowers, but the mowers are going to be used here very shortly. But since we're in the McCormick, let's go ahead and we'll just stay in the McCormick. I thought about going getting the Fent for this, but the Fent is over by the cow barn. At least that's where I remember putting it. Let's go grab the furniture. I forgot where that needs to go, though. Where am I going with that? I don't know. I'm asking you. You don't know. Yeah, you can see the price is dropping. I guess it doesn't really matter too much. It's only $4 difference. So you know what? I'm going to go to the supermarket just because it's closer. I'm not going to worry about $4 per, what did I say, I have like 9 pallets. So $32. Might cost me that much in fuel just to go back further on down to the store. Well, not actually, but it seems like it could. Alright, let's go sell some of this stuff. I was going to say, I should have another pallet waiting to be spawned, so there it is. Let's go back on up here. And like I said, we're going to go ahead and grab it all. Strap those in, so it is 9 pallets. Let's go make some cash here, so we got a little bit of a buffer zone. Now when I sell the silage for the grass field over by the sheep, and I cut the grass again this year, I think currently that field I am going to cut it and make that into silage as well. Like I said, I got plenty of hay, I think, for the cows, at least until next year when it comes time to cut the grass. We should have enough to go ahead and make hay then, and the cows should be fine. But when I finally sell all the silage over here from this grass field, we're going to be selling that silo bunker. Probably only going to get maybe like 10 grand for it, but 10 grand is 10 grand. They do cost 25 to put down, so usually you lose half. And since we have used it for a couple years, maybe get 10 grand for selling it. I don't know. I don't think I've ever sold a silo bunker that I can think of to know how much money to get back on it. Alright, so it should be just under 18,000. So 17,960 something. Okay, 17,871. There, the money situation is now looking better. I'm going to go back, drop this off. I'm going to get the mowers, and I'll meet you over by the cow barn with the mowers on the McCormick, and we'll start putting some, cutting some grass into some nice little, lovely little swaths. Then I'll have to come back over, grab the loading wagon, then start picking up and put it into our silo bunker, which I haven't put down yet, but we'll be putting that down very soon. And we have made it over to the cow barn, but that does remind me, time to return that bale trailer because I'm not going to use it. So let's go ahead and return that. Yes. And right now we're still using those. So before we start cutting the grass, let's try to find some nice little area to put this down in. Put it right down next to the field, actually. So we need to go to here. Construction. It's a silo. Boom, there it is. Oh, this is one of those 90-degree only things. I wonder why Giants does that with a couple of these items that we've placed down that only can rotate 90 degrees, and other things we can rotate 360. I wonder why the purpose or the reasoning is behind that. Not too sure. Let's go with the cheapest thing. Boom. Like I said, this is just temporary to get us by. I think there's a little bit of a dip there, but that's fine. And this will be gone in the future. And we're probably going to go, because I was looking at, I'm like, oh, I want to go bigger one. Let's put down the one I want. And I was like, well, I don't know exactly which one I want. But then I started looking at the prices. The next step up is 60,000, but I'm either going to go with one that's 65,000, which is like about that size. But I do like the looks of this one right here, which is really, really huge. Don't need one that big. We'll see how it goes anyways. But this is just a temporary kind of a thing. Alright, let's go ahead and... I don't know why I turned the motor off. I wanted to do this. And we'll lower that down and we'll turn that on. And let's see, we'll unfold these. And I think it's in swath dropping, which it is. We don't want that. We want left swath, right swath, white. No, I do want swath dropping. I thought I had it in widespread last time. Because we made hay. I don't know. Either way, we want swath dropping. Let's go ahead and turn that on. And we should be good to go. So, we do know on the other grass field when we cut it, we were getting right around 243,000 liters. So I'm wondering how much grass we're going to get from this field here. It looks like it's bigger than the other one. But like I said, the reason why I was going with making silage with this instead of hay, I think we got enough hay to last the cows and the sheep until next season. I do hope so. I'm trying to see how many bales we got over there. I'm going to say I got like 30 bales, something like that. so I think it's going to be enough. I can always change my mind with the other grass field when that's ready for harvest in October/November. I can always say, well, okay, maybe we should make some more hay and be safe. Worst comes to worst, as we all know, there's plenty of grass around here in no man's land. And the reason why we do actually have grass fields, because someone did ask this on an older episode, about a couple days ago actually, they left a comment, why I'm making grass field when we got grass everywhere. It's just that you get more of a yield because you take care of the field. So it'll take me longer to go around cutting grass that's not in the field. The yield isn't as great at all. So you're actually putting more wear and tear on your vehicles. But then again, you know, I've never done the math on this. Does it compensate for the fertilizer and lime and the care you got to put into the field as well? So, I don't know. I just rather have the grass field itself. And of course, you know, no man's land here. Eventually, all the land, I don't want to say all the land here is going to be taken up with production buildings and housing and fields. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, we'll see. You know, we're just going to have grass fields, and that's that. It is nice to have this mowing set the way it was intended to be. Now, the only thing I probably would like, but then again, there's a lot of things I would like to have here for equipment and such, is bigger equipment. Like a bigger loading wagon would be nice. But there's, you know, there's things that you want and things that you need. A bigger loading wagon is something I want. But it's not something we actually need currently. Because as you look at the money situation, as you see, yeah, we only got 20 grand. And we got a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff currently still to buy for the cows. I'm going to need a milk tanker. I'm going to need probably a Mack Anthem truck. That's the truck I decided to go with because we're using a Mack Anthem in ATS. Why not use a Mack Anthem here in Farming Simulator? We still got to put the production building down for the cows, which is 70 grand. We'll have a good amount of money, though, when next April rolls around and we get to sell our clothing. That should be pretty darn good. And, of course, in the meantime, we'll be selling eggs, tomatoes. We got bread that we'll be selling tomorrow, actually. So hopefully we got a decent amount of bread to sell. But we'll see. As for the milk production, it's not like we got to go out and do it today. The cows are making milk. We're up to like maybe 2,000 liters. So it's going to take a little bit of time for them to get going. And we do only have 10 cows, and by the time they actually reach mature age in about, I think it's going to be maybe like 3 more months. 3 or 4 more months. I forgot how many months we had the cows now, maybe 2. So maybe 4 more months before they reach mature age. And then they'll, you know, start reproducing. And I think it's going to take, I'm going to say 6 months. I don't know what the, you know, reproduction rate for cows is in 22. This is looking really, really good. On the way back, I probably should mention, after selling the furniture, I went past and saw Frank, gave him a good wave, and he is just about done with that field over there, so we'll get more stones thrown into the lime production, and that way I can get some lime down in this grass field, so next time we cut it, I'll get 15% more grass than what we're getting today. Well, at least by having the silage bunker over here, and next time I need to make TMR, I won't have to go all the way over to the other silo bunker to get 10,000 liters worth. The McCormick and the Vicon setup is getting this grass field cut in a timely fashion. I am hoping for more grass on this field than the other one, just so I know that I actually made a bigger field. That was the whole purpose. And it looks like Frank just finished up in that field there, so I'll have to go take care of him and get him set on the last field that he needs to take care of for picking up stones. But I was hoping when I was making this field it was bigger than the other grass field just because I knew it was going to need more production. And the other field is doing just fine for us overall, but now that we got cows, I was hoping, that's why I said, make this field bigger, because we're going to need it. If I need to make it bigger, or maybe just make another one in the distant future, then we shall. Alright, let's go ahead and turn this off. We are done cutting grass here. I'm actually going to bring this mowing set right on back to the farm on the other side, because the other grass field, well, like I said, I'll be mowing that in October/November. See how it goes. Drop these off, get the loading wagon, come on back with the McCormick, I guess. And while I'm over there, I'll go down and tell Frank to get started on the last field that he needs to pick up some stones in. I'm guessing he's going to finish that field down there before I finish picking up the grass in the field that we just cut. Frank decided to bail on me and wanted the rest of the morning off, so here I am down in the last field picking up stones. So I'll pick up stones before we go pick up some grass. How about that? But we are just nearly done here. So in the last field and this field combined, we're at 14,500 liters of stones currently. So we should get up to 15,000 liters of stones in total, plus whatever in the stone crusher to make some more lime. So I should have enough lime to get that grass field I just cut done, and possibly the other grass field as well. But I'm not going to spread lime on that. I'm going to save that until next year, because I'll be cutting grass here in a day or so. And I don't want to waste one harvest of lime on the grass. So I'll try to do it next year before the cotton's ready. But depending on how much it costs to lease a bridle spreader, which is kind of expensive, I may not do it until the rest of the fields need to be. So that field may have to wait. I'll make up my mind as we go along, see how the money flow's going. Yeah, I told Frank to come on down here. He said, nope, I'm done for the morning. I'm out of here. I was like, okay, Scooter, get out of here, I guess. I'll go take care of the field. Apparently he got tired of picking up rocks. Alright. Well, I guess the good thing about me picking them up, I'm only going over the spot where there are rocks. So I'm skipping parts here and there. So I'm saving some, hopefully an hourly wage on the stone picker. I don't know how long we've actually had it for. But anyways, this is all the stones we get for this year. Yep, we are done, so let's go ahead and turn off and fold it on up. Now it's got to go back to the farm, dump this into the stone crusher, and then I can return this, and hopefully, fingers crossed, this will come up for sale by next season. It'll be nice to have this around here. That way I have to keep paying a $2,000 upfront fee for leasing it. And for the amount of fields that we do, it can get rather expensive over time. But if we get it for half off, that'd be nice. It'd be like 26. If I can get it for like 25 to 30 grand instead of the 52 grand, that'd be pretty cool. Alright, let's dump in what we have. And the stone crusher can take care of the rest. I think I'm done with the T6 for today. I did drive through the field with lime into it because I want to see how dirty the tractor and equipment gets with driving through lime. And yet we are covered in it. Alright, so let's go ahead, before I forget, let's go into leasing and stone pickers and return that. And right now I will top off with diesel in the T6. Should be under 200, I think. Yep, good. And I'm just going to park it over here by the pressure washer, and I'll take care of that later on, because if I'm not done with it, no sense of washing it, but I think I am done with it for today. The McCormick, though, we are still going to be using that. Then I'll be using the Fendt to compact the grass in. Let's go ahead and start picking up some grass. I'm shooting for 275,000 liters, but I would like to see over 300,000. Almost finished picking up all the grass. I have not looked at the totals, but I'm counting my loads. Then we bring in, if I do the math, yeah, looks like it's going to be pretty close to what the other field gets, honestly. So it's going to be interesting to see here when I pick up. I got maybe that's like maybe half a load-ish left to pick up, so we'll see. If you look at the stockpile in the silo bunker, looks like the same as it does in the other bunker, doesn't it? So we'll see here very shortly. And then, of course, I'll have to compact it. It's taking me a little longer to pick this up, though. That's what I'm saying. Getting a bigger loading wagon, definitely something I could use, but since we don't have the money for it, I'd rather buy a bigger trailer, because when I go to sell the silage, I think I'm going to sell the silage tomorrow. This bunker should be ready, all fermented, so we'll sell all the silage that's here. And of course we got the other bunker that we're going to have to empty out, because that grass will be ready to be cut. So I'll be cutting that grass tomorrow. I'll probably do some of the, I may cut that grass and have it all set to be picked up before we start recording the episode, but we'll see how it goes. As for selling the silage, though, it's going to be many, many trips. It may be worth to me seeing how much is the lease a trailer, just because our 12,000 liter trailer, it just is a lot of trips back and forth to the store. So I may have a peek to see how much it is to lease one. And the smart thing to do, from what some people have said early on, is lease equipment that you want to buy, because sometimes there's a chance it comes up for the store in a couple days. I mean, I could see where sometimes that may happen. But yeah, we'll have a look and see, maybe leasing a trailer tomorrow, a bigger one, because now we got bigger tractors like McCormick and Fendt that could haul the heavy stuff. Although the T6 is not that bad at 175 horsepower, but I think if I got up to like 40,000 liters, it may not like it too much. All right, let's dump this in here. And then we'll put this to the side for now. And it'll probably take me about a good 15 minutes or so with the Fendt to compact it if it's the 250,000 liters. Park this over here. And just like a reminder, this silo bunker that's here, this is just temporary. Once I get enough money and put down the silo bunker that we want, this will be sold. So what do I get here? 245,000. So a couple thousand liters more than what the other field gets. Although, just remember, the other field does have some lime in it, and we can kind of see how much lime that field actually has into it. So if we come over to here, do this, and we take off, yeah, you can see where I got around, what, about a headland and a half on that field, if you will, with lime. And this one, of course, needs lime all the way. So that adds an extra 15% yield. So, yeah, I mean, this field is probably a little bit bigger. Let's go ahead and, I know the fence over here is, I think it might be down by the shed. So let's go pick that up. Yeah, you can see this needs lime, and of course now it needs rolling. But we're going to fertilize it just because it's so much easier, in my opinion, to fertilize it. Yes, rolling, you don't have to pay for fertilizer. But for the time it takes you, I'd rather grab our fertilizer spreader and take care of this field in like a minute and a half. At best. With the roller, it could take a while. So this is what I'm saying. I think I got enough hay for the cows and sheep until next spring/summer. Let's see. That's 4, 8, 12, 16. I got 25 bales. 25 bales. And I got a good amount of straw bales. This is what I was saying with that baling trailer that we got. So when it stacks them and unloads them, it's going to be kind of hard to get that with our T6 and front loader. And may be able to get up to 4 high, the 4th tier, but I don't think it's going to get to the 5th, 6th, and 7th. Fendt. The Fendt is what I want. So after I get this all compacted and covered, I'll be coming over here with the Bredal spreader and spreading lime in this field. That way it's good for 3 harvests or 3 years. I'm not really sure how it's going. I think it's going to be good for actually 3 years, not harvest, because we've harvested the other grass field quite a bit after I put that lime down, and it's still showing that it doesn't need lime in those areas. So, yeah, it might be good for like 3 years, which seems kind of odd. Used to be 3 harvests, but I'll take 3 years over harvest. So for a little while, compacting this down is going to be a little bit rough. But the Fendt is a tractor of choice that we have because it weighs the most. Oh, I got some spillage. Didn't spill on that side. I hope that's counted. Odd. I didn't think that was a thing anymore with silo bunkers. And this is not a modded one. This is the Giants one. Same one that we're using over by the other grass field. And I wasn't getting any spillage in that one. I thought they took care of that actually in 19 with silo bunkers. But, oh well, there it is. We'll see when I cover it. If it covers that on the outside, I'm not too sure. If it doesn't cover it, well, like I said, then I'll got more chaff for next time. Like I said, this is going to take me a while. I should have the helper HUD up. Hey, I'm already at 7%. Yeah, so the Fendt is my tractor of choice for on the farm because it's the heaviest piece of equipment that we got. And I did do a test on this in 19. And I didn't quite really do a technical test here in 22 about heavier equipment will compact it faster. But in 19 I did a test and it definitely did. And from my experience when I originally was compacting with the T6 over at the other side of the bunker, it took me about almost a half an hour, and I think the Fendt takes me about maybe 15-20 minutes or so, somewhere on there to compact it. The joys of going back and forth. I have not checked on course play yet, so let me know. I think I asked this before. But I haven't seen the options to record a course yet. So if you want to record your own course with course play in 22, I haven't seen the settings for that, but I'll be honest, I really haven't dived extremely deep into it. I just basically got course play and I got it so Frank can go ahead and get the fields done. But this is where course play will definitely come in handy because you can record your own course and then just tell it to do the course you want and then walk away, and then your worker will take care of compacting this. But this is not going to take me too long, so I'm going to go ahead. Actually, I'm already up to 20%, so I'll see you in about another 75%. I'll bring it back this week before we finish compacting it all. We'll cover it up, and I'll be curious to see if the wrapper actually comes out of the bunker. Now, I'm not too sure why that leaked out, but it never leaked out in the other one. Not too sure. If someone knows why it does that, let me know in the comments below as well, because yeah, it's not doing it the other bunker. Who knows? I don't know. I'm going to get back to compacting, just driving back and forth here. Another 5% and I'll be all done. And I will say this. Yeah, that chaff that's outside the side of the bunker is not going to count. Because as you can see, we're now down below 240,000 liters. When I get too close to our left-hand side and I compact it, some of the chaff is squirting out the bottom. So we've lost about 5,000 liters or so. It's not lost, it's just not going to be in the bunker. I will be interested to see, though, when I cover it, if the plastic wrap goes out there, but I don't think it's going to. Let's see, we're at 100%, so let's go ahead and wrap this up. Yeah, I did not count that, so I don't know how many liters of chaff is out there. So I would say this grass field here is bigger. That might be 10,000 to 20,000. I have no idea. It's hard to tell unless I get the bucket over here and pick it up. But let's go ahead and leave it there. Worry about that later on. But it's covered. Now it's fermenting. And that'll be ready to be sold tomorrow. Hopefully the price for silage tomorrow is a lot better than it is today. I was looking at my finances. We still do owe the bank $100,000. But if we go in here and now with... Where's the silage? Silage. There you are. So the price is going up. And if we look at the chart... Yeah, so we're down here. October, the price does go up quite a bit. You can see we're right here in September. Yep, right here in September. And 152 is the lowest price. I guess the highest price is 189. I've seen it better than that. I think one year was like 195. But either way, yeah, so October, the price is supposed to be a little bit better. So if we're looking at a $40 swing here, that's what it is. This is what's nice to have about the chart. You can see there's a $40 difference. So we're right in the middle. So I would assume tomorrow is going to be somewhere... Let's wait. No, sorry, not a $40 swing. Oh, yeah, it is a $40 swing. Sorry. It's going to be like $170-ish per. So almost $20 more per 1,000 liters. So that'll be a decent amount of money. Sell that silage there. We'll sell the other silage as well. Let's come into here and see how the cows are doing. Yeah, they're still doing all good. We do have TMR in here, but since it's mostly hay in the feed trough, that's what it's probably going to show instead of the TMR. And we got plenty of TMR. I actually saw someone playing Farming Simulator, and they had a bigger mixing wagon than what I got. So right now that's more than big enough for what we got. We only got 10 cows. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes along. But not too bad today. We got all the stones picked up. Well, we got a couple more fields spread with lime and fertilizer. Let's see what else we do. We got the grass field over here. And of course now we got chaff fermenting to silage. We'll sell all that tomorrow because we need the cash for many reasons. So we'll have to wait and see. Before I forget, because it is almost near the afternoon, nothing new in the store has come up for sale. Not that I could afford it, but if something really important came up and I needed to borrow money, even though I said I wouldn't, there's a slight chance I might, depending how my my buying impulses are. But anyways, we got a lot of work done here today. I may come over here and spread fertilizer. I may come over here and spread lime on this grass field here because I got that Bredel spreader. I don't know if I'll keep it overnight. I'll have to double check to see what the, you know what, you're here. Let's do it together. How much is the overnight fee? Because the other grass field will be ready to be cut tomorrow. And if I can, I want to be able to spread the lime on that field as well. Let's see here. If I go to lease, per day, $780. I'll probably keep it. For $780, yes, it's probably worth keeping it. So, well, actually, the base price might be a little bit higher than that because we have the extension and all that on it. So maybe like $1,000. That I can handle with. Just to get that field covered up with lime. It definitely beats having to lease that again next year. And that's going to be cotton field next year. So I definitely want to make sure we get that extra 15% across the board. But it's almost noon here. I'm going to go have lunch. Maybe Frank will want to do some work. Actually, I don't need him for anything. I'm just going to spread lime in this field, and that's probably going to be it for the month of September. In October, like I said, I'll get that grass field cut, and then we'll probably start the episode with me selling the silage. So it might be middle of October, midday October, when we start recording. Have to wait and see. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in No Man's Land. But until then, have a good one.